My name is Louis Ostrand, and I play the part of the narrator and Malachi. The other members of the troupe are.
My name is Spencer, and I'm playing the part of the Lord.
My name is James Admiral, and when I stand up to speak, those are also the people who will speak with me. Our text will be displayed on the screen.
My name is Diane Masterson, and I play the part of the Edomites. Likewise, those who are joining in with the Edomites will read with me.
I'm Ron Greinbrook. I play the part of the priest. When I stand up, I as well will have the text on the screen and the people will read with me.
I'm Olivia. I play the part of the remnant, and like everybody else except for the Lord and the narrator, you will also read along with me, and the text will be displayed.
About 400 years before Malachi, Isaiah was trying to remind the Israelites to return to true worship. He echoed Elijah's promise, the Savior is coming. Fast forward 300 years. Judah, what's left of a once thriving nation, is struggling. It's at the crossroads of trade between Egypt, Assyria, and beyond. The people are trying to rebuild after the Babylonian exile. The descendants of the wealthy exiles are coming back, while the poor and the laborers, those who stayed behind, are deeply influenced by pagan cultures around them. Each group thinks their way is the true Israelite way. Ezra, Nehemiah, Haggai, and Zechariah pushed to rebuild the temple, the city walls, and the gates, promising that God's blessing, peace, and presence will return if they do. They hope this will bring everyone back to faithful worship. Now let's jump ahead another 100 years. By Malachi's time, things haven't turned out so well. There's drought, famine, and hardship. The temple doesn't seem as glorious, and God hasn't visibly shown up. Just like today, the people had to believe and worship by faith, not by sight. Allow me to step back into character. Malachi 1:1, a prophecy, the word of the Lord to Israel through Malachi.
I have loved you.
How have you loved us?
Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Yet I have loved Jacob, but Esau I have hated. I have turned his hill country into a wasteland and left his inheritance to the desert jackals.
Though we, the descendants of Esau, have been crushed, we will rebuild our ruins. Our homes, our walls, these will rise again from the dust. We will return to our land.
You stood aloof when your brother Jacob faced calamity. You rejoiced over his downfall. When strangers took his people captive, you did nothing. You blocked the roads and captured those who tried to escape. You looted his cities and watched in the shadows, eager for his destruction. My sword is soaked with blood. It falls on Edom, on the people I have doomed. Their land will be drenched, their dust soaked with blood, for it is the day of the Lord's vengeance.
We were forced from our land, but some of us found refuge in Judah. We lived among your people, some of us even in peace. Does that not count for something, Lord?
You may build, but I will tear it down. You will be called the wicked land, a people always under my wrath. You cannot escape the judgment due to you. Your proud boasts will crumble, and your cities will lie desolate. And you, my people, you will see it with your own eyes, and you will say, "Great is the Lord, even beyond the borders of Israel. For I have not forgotten your suffering at their hands. A son honors his father, and a slave his master. If I am a father, where is the honor due me? If I am a master, where is the respect due me? It is you priests who show contempt for my name.
How have we shown contempt for your name?
By offering defiled food on my altar.
How have we defiled you?
You say the Lord's table is beneath you, but when you offer blind animals as a sacrifice, isn't that wrong? When you bring sick or crippled animals, isn't that wrong too? Imagine giving those to your governor. Would he be happy with you? Would he accept them?
Malachi, plead with God to be gracious to us now.
Do you think I'll accept these offerings?
What's wrong with our offerings? We've brought sacrifices, haven't we?
Oh, if only one of you would just shut the temple doors. Stop lighting useless fires on my altar. I am not pleased with you. I will not accept anything you bring.
But why? We've been doing what you asked.
My name will be great among the nations, from where the sun rises to where it sets. In every place, people will bring me pure offerings, because my name will be honored.
But we're doing what we've always done.
No. You've profaned my name. You say, the Lord's table is defiled, and the food is worthless. You complain, what a burden this is, and you treat my altar with contempt.
But we bring what we have.
You bring injured, lame, or diseased animals, and you think that's enough. Should I accept those from you? You cheat. You have healthy animals and promise to give them, and then bring me the worst instead.
But what difference does it make?
I am a great king, and my name is to be feared among all nations. You must honor me with your best. And now, you priests, this warning is for you. If you don't listen and don't decide to honor my name, I will curse you. In fact, I've already cursed your blessings because you refuse to honor me.
What are you talking about? We serve in your temple.
Because of you, I will rebuke your descendants. I will smear the dung from your festival sacrifices on your faces, and you'll be thrown out with it. Then you'll know this warning is serious, so my covenant with Levi can continue.
But we follow the covenant.
My covenant with Levi was a promise of life and peace. He respected me and stood in awe of my name. He taught the truth. There was nothing false in his words. Levi walked with me in peace and uprightness and led many away from sin.
We teach the people. Isn't that enough?
A priest should preserve knowledge. He is my messenger, and people come to him for instruction. But you've turned away from the truth, and your teachings have caused many to stumble. You've broken the covenant with Levi.
We didn't mean to lead anyone astray.
Yet I've made you despised and humiliated before everyone because you have not followed my ways. Instead, you have shown favoritism in how you apply the law.
Don't we all have the same Father? Didn't one God create us? So why are we breaking the covenant of our ancestors by being unfaithful to each other?
What do you mean? How have we been unfaithful?
Judah has been unfaithful. Something awful has been done in Israel and Jerusalem. Judah has disrespected the Lord's sanctuary by marrying women who worship foreign gods. Whoever does this, no matter who he is, may the Lord remove him, even if he brings offerings to God.
But we bring offerings. Why isn't the Lord accepting them?
You cry at the Lord's altar, weeping because he no longer looks favorably on your offerings. You ask why. It's because the Lord has witnessed how you've treated the wife of your youth. You've been unfaithful to her, even though she's your partner, and you made a covenant with her. Didn't God make you both? You belong to him in body and spirit. What does he want? Godly children. So be careful and don't be unfaithful to the wife of your youth.
The man who hates and divorces his wife does violence to the one he should protect.
So be on your guard and do not be unfaithful. You have worried the Lord with your words.
How have we wearied him?
By saying all who do evil are good in the eyes of the Lord, and he is pleased with them. Or, where is the God of justice?
I will send my messenger, who will prepare the way before me. Then suddenly the Lord you are seeking will come to his temple. The messenger of the covenant, whom you desire, will come.
But who can endure the day of his coming? Who can stand when he appears? For he will be like a refiner's fire or a launderer's soap. He will sit as a refiner and purifier of silver. He will purify the Levites and refine them like gold and silver. Then the Lord will have men who will bring offerings in righteousness, and the offerings of Judah and Jerusalem will be acceptable to the Lord, as in days gone by, as in former years.
So I will come to put you on trial. I will be quick to testify against sorcerers, adulterers, and perjurers, against those who defraud laborers of their wages, who oppress the widows and fatherless, and deprive the foreigners among you of justice. But do not fear me. I, the Lord, do not change. So you, the descendants of Jacob, are not destroyed. Ever since the time of your ancestors, you have turned away from my decrees and have not kept them. Return to me, and I will return to you.
How are we to return?
Will a mere mortal rob God? Yet you rob me.
How are we robbing you?
You're robbing me in the tithes and the offerings. That's why your whole nation is under a curse. Bring the full tithe into the storehouse, so there will be food in my house. Test me on this. See if I won't open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that you won't have room to store it all. I'll protect your crops from pests, and your vines won't lose their fruit before it's ripe. Then all the nations will call you blessed, and your land will be a place of delight. You have spoken arrogantly against me.
What have we said against you?
You have said, it is futile to serve God. What do we gain by carrying out his requirements and going about like mourners before the Lord Almighty? But now we call the arrogant blessed. Certainly evildoers prosper, and even when they put God to the test, they get away with it.
We are few, but we remember his promises. Like the survivors in Isaiah's words, we are the remnant. The root will take hold again, and the fruit will spring forth. The remnant will return, Isaiah said. The survivors will come back to the mighty God. But when, O Lord, when will we see your hand?
On the day when I act, you will be my treasured possession. I will spare you, just as a father has compassion and spares his son who serves him.
We hold on to your covenant, Lord, but we are small and weak. Like a stump that sends out shoots, we survive, but barely. Isaiah told us, the surviving remnant of the house of Judah will again take root below and bear fruit above. But will we see the day of your blessing?
The day is coming when you will see the difference between the righteous and the wicked, between those who serve me and those who do not. Like Joseph told his brothers, God sent me ahead to preserve for you a remnant on earth and to save your lives by a great deliverance. You, too, are preserved for my purposes.
Then we are chosen. We are the ones you have kept to bring life again. Like in the days of old, you will deliver us?
Yes, the remnant shall flourish as I promised. The survivors in Jerusalem and those left in Zion will be called holy. I will bring you back, and your land will be delightful. Trust in me, and you will see it come to pass. The day is coming. It will burn like a furnace. All the proud and all who do evil will be like dry straw, and that day will set them on fire. Nothing will be left, no root, no branch. But for those who honor my name, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in its rays. You will go out full of joy, like calves leaping from the stall. You will crush the wicked, and they will be like ashes under your feet when I act.
The fire will come. Beware God's people.
Remember the law of my servant Moses, the commands I gave him at Horeb for all Israel. Look, I will send the prophet Elijah to you before that great and terrible day comes. He will turn the hearts of parents to their children and children to their parents, so I will not have to bring destruction to the land. The end.